Hello Taurus, enjoying your energy so far. So Taurus Tuesdays, I just want to say that this isn't specifically for Sun sign Taurus. It's mostly going to resonate for Sun sign Taurus, but anybody may be affected by Taurian energy. Ruled by Venus. Venus could be moving around your chart somewhere and making that kind of Taurus energy play up in your life right now. So you could have Taurus in your birth chart. You could be connecting with the Taurus. So this reading could be for everybody. What I would say I'm picking up on though from that Taurian energy at the moment, very similar to Libra's reading, if you know what happened as soon as I tuned into Libra's energy, very similar feelings for your reading. So I'm going to say very, very sensual, very physical, very earthy. I mean, you're much more like, you're an earth sign while Libra's an air sign, so this is like earthy sensuality. It's really nice. Could be enjoying food a lot at the moment as well, because they were showing me eggs, specifically like fried eggs and toast, so like an eggy breakfast, and like berries. Now they kind of show me strawberries, but then also kind of like indeterminate berries on a vine. So I don't know if you've been like berry picking. It feels like maybe you've been to like a bed and breakfast, a little getaway somewhere, a little cottage or something. You've spent some time with somebody, you've made each other breakfast, you've gone berry picking. It may not be that specific scenario, but it's that energy. Your song was Someone Like Me by Atomic Kitten, which says, don't let your head rule your heart, let your emotions run free with someone like me. So I feel like you could be getting closer to someone. It's probably romantic, it's probably your partner, but it could just be somebody that you feel really close to, and it's coming in with this kind of like physical like comfort, like physically nutritious, I want to say, with the food, like, or physically satisfying. It's like I say, earthy, sensual, really nice Taurus energy, right? So yeah, I also got this kind of like stoking a fire thing. Like when you're starting a fire and you're kind of blowing on it. Again, somebody could be, I feel weird saying this because I know somebody who's going camping. It made me think of them, but they're not Taurus. So, but yeah, they could be somebody who's, like gone camping, eggs over the fire, like stoking the fire, particularly like blowing on it to get the embers burning. Again, it's like proper earthy sensual energy. Again, if you're engaging in one-to-one relations with someone special, there may be blowing involved, blowing on someone's skin. Could be something for somebody. So let's see what you get, Taurus. Yeah, just enjoyable. It just feels like physically enjoyable, and it's making me hungry as well. I want to go and have eggs. Okay, Taurus, I've had a piece of toast for breakfast. It's not satisfying. Taurus, come and make me breakfast. Come and make me breakfast in bed. Taurus, what is going on for you? The biome connection. 44 could be a significant number. You may be seeing number patterns. 4 is about your stability, your foundations. 4 and 4 is 8, which talks about the infinity symbol, so something that can't be broken. You could be connecting to people on the other side of the world from you. You could be using the internet to connect with different people around the world. You could have connections around the world that maybe you're saying, look, can I come and stay with you? Can I come and stay at your holiday home? May have a particular connection to Africa, I'm seeing that, or Europe. And plants and growth. Funny, that was the underline for Aries as well. So it could be connecting with an Aries. That is number 19. Could be, look at that as well. Same card underneath. I have shuffled them. So interesting. So there could be an opportunity for growth. Perhaps if this is business for you, you could be looking at expanding your business abroad. You could be growing your connections. I'm just seeing again, this really earthy energy that's coming through for you. Can you see like the antlers of this animal that is like a tree, and then it's got like this forest on its back, and then this is really green. So there could definitely be something to do with like plants, or like planting of ideas, the seeds of connection, the seeds of growth, opportunity, networking. We'll see. We'll pull more cards. Taurus, please. Taurus Tuesday. One card, please, for Taurus Tuesday. One card, please, for Taurus Tuesday. Thank you. Oh, the cards are really behaving today. I like using these 3 decks. Elephant and leadership. Okay, yes, definite Emperor energy coming through in your reading so far. Is this number 10? Yeah, number 10. So it does look like you've completed something. You've come to a point where you've completed some sort of stage, or there's some sort of, I don't want to, it doesn't feel like ending. It doesn't feel like an ending. Tens are normally about endings, endings and new beginnings. This feels more like a completion of something, and then how do we expand? It's like the new stage or the new level or the new phase. So it's feels like that. Now, this also breaks down to a 1. So yeah, very much like I feel like number 1, putting yourself first, or this kind of Emperor leadership energy that's coming through with the kind of, is it a moose? I don't know what this is on this card, and this elephant here as well. It feels like expertise, knowledge, also ancestry as well. You are the Hierophant card in the tarot, so the elephants talk to me about ancestry, going by the rule book, doing it how it's done, but also kind of maybe you've got spirit guides or somebody kind of in the spirit world watching your back at this time. She's watching this person's back. The image on this card is also, I'm going to say Ganesh or Ganesha, I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation, who is a god who's associated with obstacles and like pathways. So what happens here is, if you're finding that there's some kind of obstacle or blockage, it could be that the spirit realm or God or whoever you want to see as being, like, even your higher self is creating an obstacle, because they could be trying to redirect you towards something that's better for you. You know, not rejection is God's protection, because it doesn't feel like rejection. It just feels like there's a way that you can't get through at the moment. So it's funny, Aries had this as well, where it's like go around, circumnavigate the obstacle, because it could be like, you know, like you could take the short route, you could go the quick way. This is how it feels. You could go the quick way, or you could go the long way round. And it's like you really wanted to take, it could be like you're driving somewhere, you really wanted to take the short road, but there's something on the long road that is like for you. Now it may just be that you see something and it sparks some kind of idea in your head, or you know, you put some puzzle pieces together and you realize something because of something you've seen, or there could be something about the timing, like you arrive at the perfect time. Like if you'd arrived too early, perhaps everybody else wasn't there at that time, so you got a nice drive where you got to listen to music, you got some time to yourself. It's like something like that, or like something happens, perhaps there's something on that route. It's like you see somebody that you know, or like it just feels like there's something. It's like, yes, it's gonna take more time to go that way. It could be like how you put your ideas into practice. It's going to take more time, but in the end it's going to be more beneficial for you to do it the long way rather than the fast way. Hair cycles, 31. It could be that you're riding a bike. You could be taking a bike somewhere, riding a cycle, right, instead of driving. There is a huge amount of growth and abundance coming through. This is a very good reading so far, because I'm picking up Emperor energy already, and then this is a card that represents Empress energy for me as well. So the Empress is normally depicted with a lot of rabbits, and she does say that there's a huge opportunity for growth and expansion here. The Empress comes in with this she's like the eggs, right? Maybe that's why I was seeing eggs. She's like the potential for growth, the potential for new beginnings. Yeah, it doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like addition, right? It feels like, where do we take this now? So like expanding a business, or and it just feels like there's a lot of, do you see how like there's all this, like these flowers and fruits and things, just flowers, but I don't know why I'm seeing them as fruits. I guess I'm seeing the red as apples. It's like this abundance, this nutrition, this growth. Plants in like astrology and tarot and things, they come with this symbolization of things that can grow, of things that can expand, of things that can propagate as well. And then the bunny rabbits as well. Bunny rabbits are something that, I don't know why I'm saying bunny rabbits like I'm 10 years old, but bunny rabbits, they breed very, very quickly. So there's an opportunity for fast growth and development. Now it could be that, I mean, you would normally be the Empress in this situation. You know, the Empress is ruled by Venus, so it's, excuse me, my tummy's rumbling, I really need to go and have that eggy breakfast. the Empress is ruled by Venus, which rules Libra and Taurus. So I'm tempted to say this is your energy. The Emperor then could be somebody else for you. I mean, take it as it resonates, right? But it could also be the two sides of yourself. Understanding that, yes, you need to take leadership, you need to take action forward, you need to grab the bull by the horns, they're telling me. But you also need to, it's funny because you're the bull in the tarot, in the astrology. Grab the bull by the horns, grab yourself by the horns, maybe direct your own life. It was steering thing for you. It's like, take control of the wheel, steer your own life, be your own guidance system. I'm really getting, I mean, I don't know, now it's going phallic and I'm going to stop doing that. But it could be that somebody is trying to get pregnant. That's why they maybe they're giving me the phallic stuff, right? Somebody's trying to have a baby, you know, taking a relationship to the next level. But yeah, birth as well is all symbolic of growth and opportunity and abundance, like the opportunity for abundance. A really, really nice reading so far. There could be something to do with time. You know, it takes time for plants to grow. It takes time for hair to grow very long. But it's again, the long road. Okay, so perhaps you're looking at investing in something. It's like, do I put my money in here and get the quick return, or do I put my money here and go for the long-term investment? I feel like this is saying go for the long-term investment because it's actually going to be more beneficial. It's like there's a bigger return on the long-term investment than the short-term investment. Okay. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Oh, but yeah, so being the leader, but also bringing in the nurturing touch, the part of you that understands that you have to support, that you have to tend to the things that you've planted. Though perhaps this is it. It's perhaps, do I drop my money here and get a quick return with little effort, or do I go for this thing where, you know, I do have to nurture it. I do have to perhaps keep an eye on that thing and tend to it, and, you know, keep my foot in the pool, if you like, of whatever that is. It's like you're going to be more involved in the long-term one. It's going to take more effort, but it's going to be a much bigger payoff, I think. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer for you here. I think they're both good options, but I'm leaning towards the long-term option based on what I've been saying. Taurus energy, please. Taurus energy. Taurus, please. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. My crown chakra's going. Taurus, please. Taurus, a card for Taurus, please. Yeah, one's flipped. So being a little bit secretive here. Number 14, focus. Again with the butterfly. Again, Aries had a butterfly symbology, and Aries also had this bubble. That is very interesting, actually. I often get this tie-in with you and Aries, and growth there as well, talking about the egg. Okay. And the tree as well, the ancestry, and she's holding a timepiece there as well. So there is something about growth over time. I can't help thinking that this tree, though, is keeping somebody trapped. It's almost like there's somebody, I want to say Aries in the egg, right? Aries is in the bubble, Aries is in the egg. And this tree is almost protecting it. It's in a nest here. So I want to say your energy is protecting your nest egg, if you like. Self-love there as well. But there is this energy of wanting to break out of the egg, wanting to break out of the commitment. Because the butterfly, it's funny because in Aries' reading, I was talking about who do you share your energy with? In Aries' reading, I was saying, imagine yourself in a bubble like this, right? You're in a bubble, everybody else and all different things are all in bubbles. Like, you can merge your bubbles, right? You can share your energy with other people, or you can pull back your bubble and take, you know, and draw up the boundaries, maybe even making the walls of your egg hard. Maybe it is something about like sperm and the egg, right? With the Emperor and Empress showing up. Maybe it is pregnancy, I don't know. But it was... in Aries' reading, they were breaking out of the egg. Not the egg, the bubble. So it's funny that I'm saying egg in your reading. I saw an egg at the start of the reading. So Aries was inside the bubble and the butterfly was outside the bubble. And Aries wanted to break through. They were following the heart towards some kind of change. And they were breaking through this bubble, like breaking through the glass ceiling, right? But I feel like you're in another bubble. and the butterfly is in your bubble. So I want to say that Aries wants to break out of their bubble and into your bubble. With that, you've got 5 and 5 here as well. Fives are about changes and transformation, and 5 and 5 together make 10, which again is like this ending and new beginning. So I feel like, again, it's like a new phase. It's not so much an ending as a change and new phase. And you've got growth twice. Look at that. You can't make this up. Growth and growth, and this kind of tree energy, these plants, and then literally change. A change is in the wind there as well. And then this dark matter with the secrets and all the butterflies. So I feel like if something hasn't been, if there is some kind of secret, I feel like things are going to come to light. It could be, it's telling me big reveal. Definitely change and growth. Again, butterfly imagery, breaking out of the chrysalis into, you know, spreading your wings, expanding, just expansion, 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 perhaps global expansion. So there's different messages coming through, which obviously will be for different people. So take the ones that are for you and leave the ones that aren't for you. But there's a similar vibe, right, throughout the reading, and it can be applied to different situations. So, growth. Magic is in everyday things. You can make something from nothing. Blossom. It is time. Again, look, all this abundance energy here. So it's like you're making something out of nothing. If you think about an egg, right? If you think about a human body, right? And the female reproductive system and an egg, they're microscopic. I don't even think you can see them with the human eye. They're tiny. And if you think that from that tiny, tiny little egg that you can barely even see, a whole full-grown adult human being can grow and do so many things. You know, look at the things that people do in their lives that benefit mankind. So it's like, it doesn't have to be a baby for you. Maybe you are going to have a child and they're going to do great things, but it's more like, you know, something that could be overlooked, something that is so small, and it's like nothing can grow into something magical. You know, an acorn can grow into an oak tree. I really like this reading. It's time. From small things, big things might grow. Begin it. Okay, and again, it feels like an opportunity that's like a long-term investment. It could be like a lot of time that you have to put into this thing, but I feel like it's going to be worth it. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Again, I'm not a business advisor. I'm not like an accountant or anything. I can't give you business advice. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me. So do trust your own judgment, trust your own situation. Don't make any big decisions about money or life changes based on a tarot card reading. It's just a drop in the pond, right? So it's just ideas, things to think about. Don't take it as like literal advice. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You are asked for synergy at present. It's funny I said like the drop in the ocean, right? The drop in the pond. And then it's going, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You are asked for synergy at present. Be aware of the needs of others. You are part of the same whole. Consider working more closely with your community. Again, with this thing about closeness. Conlingo, Latin for deduce or infer. Okay, with lingo, with, because con is with. Just wondering about the root of those words. So again, root of the words, the roots, going back to your roots, understanding how things grow at a base level. And as I'm talking about that, you've got a 4 here. So 4, 4, and this is a 4 as well. 3 and 1 together make 4. Again, it's like 4s are about roots, stability, foundations. Like if you're drawing up plans, make sure you get the basis right. Like spend the time on the roots of whatever this system is, because that's what it's going to grow from. So if you've got secure foundations, deep roots, a really good base, that's what you want to build on. You don't want to build on shoddy foundations. So again, if you're investing money in something, it's like, you know, you could go for the quick thing, but it's like if it's built quickly, it's going to fall down quickly. You know, things that are made out of stone stand the test of time a lot more than something that's made out of sticks. So yeah. It's so difficult because I don't know the situation. I'm not thinking of anyone in particular. You know, I'm not thinking of a particular scenario. So it's like, for me, it's just coming in as kind of out there. And then so trying to understand it, it's not for me to understand, it's for you guys to understand. I'm just giving you what I'm being given. Follow the cycles of nature and you will rarely be disappointed, as energy travels in cycles. Seek balance. There is a time and a season for everything. Plants cannot blossom all the time, so be patient. Again, maybe it is something like farming that you're investing in, you know, something where literally you have to depend on the seasons and literal like growth. It could just be talking about financial seasons as well, you know, the financial year. Okay, what's that? Number 10, leadership. Shush, Tummy, I'll make you breakfast after this reading. I'll make you some eggs. Wait, Tummy. There is a time to step forward and lead. If there is a time to step forward and lead, it is now. Be the leader in your own life. Again, grabbing the wheel, right? If you want something achieved, take the lead yourself. Be the example that others will follow. Do not lead by force, but instead lead by inspiration. I love that. Lead by inspiration, not force. Because leading by force is quickly the Emperor or the Hierophant in reverse. They are your cards. So that would be you in low vibrational energy. Leading by inspiration is much, much more positive. You know, you're going to have... people are going to be more loyal to you if they want to follow you than if they're forced to follow you, right? Growth. Reject stagnancy. To get unstuck, take action. The choice to grow should be made. The choice to grow should be made, Taurus. Expect growing pains when making huge changes in your life. Change is a natural part of life and cannot be pushed against forever. Change should have aim and purpose. Be courageous, you will blossom. I choose growth. Okay, so, and then it talks about willow trees. I'm going to read this a little bit because I was talking about the firm foundations. Think of a willow tree. Willows will often grow on the sandy banks of highly shiftable and changeable rivers, yet they reach, yet they reach huge sizes, successfully growing and holding fast in an unpredictable habitat. How do they do this? When you see a young willow on the banks, for a long while it just looks like a feeble stick. It may have a few branches and leaves, but at first the trunk will be fine and flexible rather than robust. What we don't see immediately is the root base. I can't believe it. The willow spends a lot of time, oh my God, guys, you can't make this up, right? The willow spends a lot of time establishing a veritable root city under the surface, a root city. These roots are long and strong and very numerous, finding their way into many nooks and crannies and holding onto rocks and other established tree roots and anything that can help with their stability. These roots go off in all directions, thus securing their position just in case the earth begins to shift. Then and only then, once these root networks, look at this, are established well enough, does the willow put its energy into further growth. So you have to put down secure roots, 444, right? You have to make things stable. You have to spend time and energy and focus on the base of whatever it is that you're building upon. Really important, because things can shift, right? The financial situation can shift. Attitudes towards things can shift. So if you're building on something and the base shifts, the whole thing's going to fall. You're building a tower and you need to build it strong. So start with those roots. I cannot believe how much this is coming through for you, right? This is a really clear message. Okay, what is it? 14. Don't rush it. I want to say don't rush it. You must focus on the task at hand right now. There is no room for, oh my God, focus, right, Taurus. You must focus on the task at hand right now. There is no room for a scattergun approach. Put on the blinkers and do not listen to gossip or negative people. If you make a mistake, it is your mistake to make. Do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention in too many pieces. Again, Aries had something very similar at the end of their reading. I have laser-like focus that serves me well. It says a companion stone or metal carnelian, which is interesting. I'm going to pull you a card. I'm going to get you a crystal at the end of this reading, so hang on for that if you're interested. Okay, tell me about the biome. Tell me about connection and growth. Connection and growth for Taurus. Anything else for connection and growth for Taurus, please? Patience, unbelievable. You cannot make it up. I can't do card tricks, guys. I'm excited. Patience, take your time. Take time. It's another number 5 there as well. 1 and 4 make 5. A messenger of air. So there's communication here. It could be that somebody's communicating with you. It could be that you're communicating with somebody else. It can be action, action being taken. I feel like somebody's bubble could be burst. It came through in Aries' reading, and you're showing this bubble as well. So the messenger of air comes in with a sword, which would pop your bubble. So there could be news on the way that is challenging for you in regards to what you're building. So again, it won't pop your bubble if your roots are secure, I want to say. So for me, this card is talking, it looks really dirty, but it's just the card. For me, this is talking about the news coming in, things coming up that are unexpected, and having to move quite quickly to renegotiate, to reposition. So expect the unexpected and do the groundwork. Leadership, elephant. Leadership, elephant, and cycles hair for Taurus. Taurus Tuesday, please. High Priestess, trust your intuition at this time. You are receiving spiritual guidance, spiritual assistance from, you know, beyond our 3D reality. There is a higher power at work here. I want to say that the universe wants you to succeed. You have something that you have to do, and it's for the greater good of everybody. Other people will benefit from this. If you want to talk things like the development of electricity and the advances that created for mankind, if you want to talk about the development of the internet and how that keeps us all connected and the opportunities that come with that, I feel like it could just be one Taurus out there, but somebody has something big to do that's going to really benefit everybody. Now, on a smaller level for everybody else, Taurus, your work is important. It's important that you get this right. You are receiving spiritual assistance because you're on the right track, because it's not just going to benefit you, it is going to benefit you. You're going to be rewarded for the work that you put in. You're going to have your abundance, but there's a greater benefit, which is why you're getting this spiritual help at this time. This is why Spirit has your back. That is a big message, but that is what I'm getting from that, and I'm going to communicate what I'm getting. Okay. I'm going to show you what we've got. We've got the Emperor, the 8 of Earth, the Messenger of Fire, and the 10 of Air. More messengers. I feel like you are going to... The Emperor energy over here is talking again with this tree and the roots. There is something that you're very, very skilled at. There is something that if you're not already skilled at it, you're going to invest time in this. There is time, there is patience, there is nurturing energy put into this. The Emperor becomes the Emperor because they put in the Eight of Pentacles energy. They work hard on something, they do it over and over and over again until they get perfect at it. They get like to be an expert at it. So this person is somebody with a lot of expertise, could be connected with a Leo, don't have to be. There's a lot of passion behind whatever this is. It could be a passion project. There could be some passionate news, passionate information coming into you. It could be communicated through music. But there is something here that's a betrayal or a difficult ending. I feel like I don't want to scare anyone. And I feel like this could be in your future. It's a warning that, again, like with the feathers coming down, I feel like there is going to be some news, some information that challenges your foundations. It challenges your roots, which is why you have to build secure foundations in the first place. It feels like, and this is it's not doom and gloom. I want to say it's not doom and gloom. This is why you're getting the message now. This is why the spirits guides are coming into you now, telling you invest the time, do it properly, because something's going to hit in the future. It looks like a tower moment on the horizon, which we all face, right? It happens to everybody. It's not that you're being targeted or anything like that. Something's going to happen. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but you're going to get through it if those secure foundations are built properly in the first place. So this is a forewarning, a positive forewarning. They're saying you've got what it takes, we've got your back, do it properly, you'll get through this really easily, right? Page of Water, there could be an apology there as well. Feels like forgiveness, as though it feels like something you've forgiven yourself for. All right, advice please for Taurus, because I want to go and have an eggy breakfast. Whoa, okay. Ask for help. cannot make it up. Look at these. Like, but this is like, do you know what it feels like? It feels, again, you've got this twice now. This feels like an ancestor, right? Somebody who did it before you. Somebody in the spirit realm who you can ask for help from because of these feathers coming down. Watch out for white feathers. White feathers could be your spirit guides talking to you. Like this presence, this energy here. Like, again with this as well, it's like you're receiving spiritual messages, you're receiving messages from the other side. It could be in the form of like totems, like feathers. Do watch out for things like butterflies, elephants, rabbits, and whatever this animal is, because that could also be messages trying to come through to be communicated. But ask for help, and angels and celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now that it's time for you to ask for angelic assistance because they have your back, right? Hope is always there even when we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Okay, hold on to hope. Spirit has your back. Purity, always trust in the purity of your heart. What did that line say from that song? Don't let your head rule your heart, Taurus. Don't let your head rule your heart. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your question. And you've got these beautiful, like, white animals coming through. So white, to me, it comes in with a little bit of, like, I don't know, a little bit of, like, if you look at the history of the colours black and white and how they're used in literature and art and things like that, there's a little bit of like racial stereotyping that comes with that makes me uncomfortable. But the white feathers, the white animals, for me symbolize, if we take that kind of yuckiness out of the situation, the white animals symbolize to me help from the angels, help from spirit guides, help from the higher powers. Very, very positive, very pure, very well intentioned. And I feel like this is all around you. It's all around you. I'm getting love is all around by wet. Taurus, freedom, bursting out the bubble, right? Breaking through the glass ceiling. Freedom. You may take my branches, but you will never take my roots. Let go and trust the process of life and the universe. Freedom frequently appears when we have been kidding ourselves about a particular situation or scenario we find ourselves in. You may be feeling overwhelmed with responsibility or trapped by circumstance, or maybe it's simply a feeling of disquiet and anxiety. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to feed into that. I want to emphasize, like, again, look at this with the spirit has your back. You have got a purpose to do. You are being protected and divinely guided. So you're gonna move through any troubles easily if you trust your heart, I want to say. So try not to have anxiety. I didn't mean to feed into that. I'm sorry for that. She says, open your heart, and again, this thing about your heart, open your heart and you will see the inner truth of any situation. Don't be afraid of the truth, for it can be as liberating as it is healing. Change is the single constant in your world, and you have learned to fear that change, but let go, for it is your gilded cage. Again, this thing about being trapped in the bubble, right? It is your gilded cage. So somebody's got a fear of change. Very Taurus, actually. Taurus is known to be stubborn and to resist change. It's like, this is the plan, this is what I'm going with. But that's your head talking. What is your heart saying? Let it go, for it is your gilded cage. Give yourself wings and come fly with me. Again, it feels like, I'm not getting the normal 10 of swords from this. I'm literally getting like guidance from your higher self. She's got wings. Like guidance from your higher self. Give yourself wings and come and fly with me. You can only be truly free once you release your strong need for control, Emperor. She continues, be brave, follow your inner guidance. Only you can set yourself free. Let go and trust the process of life and the universe. Take some time out, free some time for you to dance, play music, and get back to that yoga practice. Listen to water, catch the wind in your hair, seek out a place of quiet solitude in nature, and sit quietly and simply be. I cannot believe the similarities between you and Aries at the moment. Okay, I really do feel like I'm connecting with somebody either on the cusp, Aries Taurus cusp, or somebody who is or an Aries and a Taurus who are dealing with each other. But the connection between Aries and Taurus is really strong at the moment in my readings. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. It's a book I've had for a while, so I'm sorry it's a little bit scruffy. I'm going to shut my eyes and randomize a page, and it's going to be a crystal that maybe could be helpful for you at this time if you wanted to look into getting crystals. If not, then just ignore it, right? But Taurus. Cinnabar, also known as dragon's blood. Red, brown, grey, readily available but expensive. I mean, Taurus, ruled by Venus, you're gonna have expensive taste, right? You're gonna want the finer things in life. Very Taurus. It's from China and the United States. Cinnabar attracts abundance. And that's what you're trying to attract, right? That's what you want, growth and abundance. It increases persuasiveness and assertiveness in selling and aids in prospering one's endeavours without inciting aggression. It also assists organisation and community work, business and finance. Perfect for you, right? It's funny because Aries was perfect for them, and yours is so key to like what we've been talking about. Cinnabar is helpful when you want to enhance your persona or change your image, as it invests a person with dignity and power. It makes the outward demeanour aesthetically pleasing and elegant. Mentally, Cinnabar imparts fluency to the mind and to speech. At a spiritual level, it connects to the acceptance of everything, being perfect exactly as it is, that was kind of your advice. It releases energy blockages and aligns the energy centers. Okay, so do go and check that out if that is helpful to you. It says the best place for it is to keep it in your cash box, so keep it wherever your money is. And yeah, so really, really cool. I like how well that fit in with your reading. So Taurus, do take care. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, leave me a comment if anything is particularly relevant to you and you're happy sharing. I read all the comments. I don't always respond, but I do read them all. And do share with friends as well if you think that this is part of their story and they'll benefit from it. It helps out my channel. And of course, stealth watchers as well, you're always welcome here. Those of you who don't want to make yourselves known by hitting those buttons or commenting, you just want to kind of sneak in and out of the reading, those watch hours add up for me and also really, really help me out, so thank you for being here. And as always, do take care whatever you choose to do with this reading, and trust your intuition, trust your heart space. Taurus, I hope this was helpful. Do take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, guys.